Welcome to Lolo Channel in round 2 of Champion of the Cheap, Year 2 edition. This week we have something dead and then something that grows out of something dead. Mushroom Kingdom versus Dead Dungeon. Let's see what Dead Dungeon has to offer first. The game starts off with an evil villain coming to your village and stealing the souls of all the villagers. And then locking up all the sweets. What? There's a cool little cutscene and I like the animation for it too. You are then tasked with the job of conquering the villain to restore the souls and the sweets to the village. I really like how they felt the game needed both souls and sweets as the motivator, as if one or the other alone just wasn't quite good enough. From here though, the game is very simple. You navigate every room collecting souls and sweets as you go. Souls unlock the door of the room to the next room to allow you to advance, where sweets and other items are more or less just extra challenges which act as collectibles in the game, not necessary and totally worthless. There are plenty of obstacles to prevent you from advancing, such as little monsters, gears just waiting to be bloodied with your guts, and various other weapons. There are 50 levels in the game and it changes scenery every 10 to keep things fairly fresh, but not as fresh as the soundtrack. I will say, the tunes in this game are top notch. The background music for this video is from this game, but if you can't hear it well enough, here, listen to a quick little sample. Overall, this game is fun, but it's basically a clone of other games like Super Meat Boy, Duck Souls, or Celeste, which all of those games are better, but they're also more expensive. So you sort of get what you pay for, and it's a sampling of this type of game. The next game competing is Mushroom Quest, which I love the character. So ambitious, so courageous, so mushroomy. Also, I like how they describe the game in the eShop. It's intense, but no pressure. Also said 7 out of 10 testers could not play further than the 15th level. Thus begins the quest to be better than the 70%. The game is simple, just collect all the crystals and you advance to the next level. There are obstacles and puzzles to figure out at each level to reach all the crystals, but most are pretty straightforward. You move boxes to create walkways, you move boxes to sit on a puzzle, you move boxes to collect keys. Basically, you move boxes to beat the game. Most of the puzzles I beat first or second try, but about 3 or 4 of them, they took me about 10 minutes or so to actually figure out. I'm really not sure when they said 70% of people couldn't actually finish the game, if they were telling the truth or they were just simply trying to create a challenge to pull people in, which it most definitely worked because I probably would not have finished this game to its completion if they hadn't have said that. Now, I generally like a game like this because they always remind me of my favorite puzzle games from my childhood, like Lolo 1, Lolo 2, Lolo 3, where you get to navigate full levels in castles, solving puzzles and fighting enemies, or games like Solomon's Key, where you have to navigate one-room puzzles searching for your escape. These games from my childhood were fantastic. They had charm. However, this particular game was fairly shallow because there was no real story, no change in the music the whole time, no change in the atmosphere, really no change in the puzzle dynamics, and it's just a very static experience. It's like they took the concept of the games I adore and stripped all the oomph out of it. So which game is going to get to advance? Neither game is truly original and both are rip-offs of older and better games, so the real question is, which game is a better clone? Dead Dungeon brings an original and quirky story while maintaining most of the charm of the games like Super Meat Boy. It's nothing original, but it's well done. Mushroom Quest on the other hand, it struggles to maintain the fun or charm of the games it is borrowing from and creates a mostly boring experience. So for this round, Dead Dungeon is going to advance and will live on to battle another day. It's not an amazing game, but it holds its own and actually has a charm of a solid story and solid gameplay. Mushroom Quest, I like the character, but that was just simply not enough. Best of luck to Dead Dungeon as you continue on your journey for Champion of the Cheap, Year 2 edition. Comment down below on which game you think should have advanced and tune in next week for Mad Carnage versus Roar Off. And as always, go out there, find a great game to play, and just simply have a great rest of the day.